Bay, and this has turned out to be the match I thought it would be. This has turned out to be the match I thought it would be. I did, however, see a couple of calls that I think the ref missed, but overall, it's been a fairly decent match. No major fouls. Nobody trying to hurt anybody. Yeah, it's been a good match. But before we get into what I think, I want to say something. The World Cup football family is saddened by the death of a South African midfielder, Jaden Adams, who was 25 years old. He did play for the South African team this year in the World Cup. He was not used as a substitute, but it was his first appearance, our first ever World Cup with South Africa. And from what I've been told, or not told, but what I understand is that the young man who had a beautiful career ahead of him, being only 25 years old, took his own life. Our thoughts and prayers go to the family, go to the South African Football Federation, and to the fans and people that knew him and loved him for the football player he could have become. So with that being said, our hearts go out for Jaden Adams of South Africa. May you rest in peace, my friend. I don't know what may have caused him to do what he did, but I hope he rests in peace. So like I was just saying, yeah, this has turned out to be the match. This has turned out to be the match that I thought it would be. And you just sent me.
I just need to say that there's some haters in my mess.
Yeah, I was just about to say, apparently there is a...
in my house. I'm glad you find that so funny. So basically what happened is my son, he's at work right now. He texted me, he said, "Who do you have?" I said, "Norway." His response back is, "Well, I got England." So, yeah.
Okay, well, there it is. I mean, not only... Well, not only are you fighting with me, but apparently your son agrees with me.
But you want punishment.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so anyway, so far so good. I mean, I'm pleased with how this match is going. And again,
can I say one thing? And you were hyping up Holland during our pregame, and I do believe he wasn't the one that scored the goal.
No, he was not. No, he was not. He was not. But I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not going to butcher it. But yeah, they've kind of put Holland on a back burner. England has.
That's a good thing.
I mean,
we see that in a lot of sports where someone is like, I guess you could say the premier player, star player, whatever. So they're always passing the ball or kind of like focusing on him. And when you switch your game plan up,
right,
and you focus on other people, it throws the opposition off.
Yeah, it does. But I got to say this: England, to me, were more dominant as far as possession in the first half of the first half. But after the hydration break, Holland came out a little more aggressive, which is why they got the goal. And then England went, whoa, we got to get back on our side. We got to start being aggressive again, which they did, and got 2 goals. So as it stands, I think this is, like I said, a very well-balanced match. Both teams are playing like they want it. I don't see a lot of that pulling the ball back pull the ball back. Now, I'm not seeing any of that. Everybody's pushing forward. They're getting up top. They're going over the top. They're trying to win this match. and I just realized earlier in this match that this is Norway's very first ever quarterfinal in a World Cup. So this is all new territory for the nation, or for Norway. I think they're doing well for being the rookie of the World Cup, so to speak, in the quarterfinals, having never been there before. I think they're doing a really good job, and I know they're going to continue. And I do believe that in this second half, you can best believe Haaland will make himself present. His presence will be felt in the second half, because now they need to equalize in order to stay in this match. If England scores one more, it might be a little tough for Norway to come back. 3 goals down, that's not an easy task. It has been done, but inexperience in this type of atmosphere, and in this under this kind of scrutiny and stress, it can take its toll. So I mean, yeah, we'll definitely see. Yeah. I do. I'm going to do this for the official, only because he has pretty much called a very fair first half. I did see a couple of things where I think he just missed it, but overall, I think he's done a pretty good job, and I hope that this continues into the second half. The fairness. I want to see both teams stay aggressive. So yeah, I am up right now 2-1 over you, and apparently your son is too. So bragging rights are there at the moment.
Bragging rights are not really there. Who still has teams in their top 5?
Okay, so you want to pull that card now? Okay, no problem. Yeah, my teams have been eliminated. Okay, yeah, you still have teams in the World Cup. Woo woo woo.
I do.
Woo woo woo.
Woo woo
woo. Yeah, woo woo woo. Anyway, so what? I don't care. All I know is that right now in this match, you said you were going with Norway. I said I was going with England. I am ahead of you right now, 2-1. Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. And we'll see if it continues in the second half. So anyway, you got any last words for your Norway fans and constituents?
No.
I didn't
Go
think.
team.
There you go. Typical.
Go sports.
Typical. Anyway, yeah, I'm quite content. I think this is going to be a good second half. So let's go England. Let's see if you can get rid of that kiss of death. And if y'all don't know what that kiss of death is, look it up. Kane got the kiss of death. Look it up. Anyway, I am Sir Dre from the Bay with Lady. Oh, my dog's over here choking. I am Sir Dre from the Bay with Lady Blue in the Bay here on Sporting a Smile Podcast, World Cup edition. This is the England versus Norway halftime report. We are going to be back at the end of the match to give you our final thoughts. So in the meantime, enjoy that second half. And we'll talk to you at the end of the match. For Sporting a Smile Podcast, I'm Sir Dre from the Bay with Lady Blue in the Bay. We are out.